We're going to go and see it at the press day, but until then...
All of us.
You can see it, no, it's just me. But I'll come back with the film and you can see it. Okay. So listen, are you ready?
Yes. Yeah.
So we think the new game is going to be called Skylanders Trap Team.
Oh! That doesn't sound too exciting.
Welcome to Family Gamer TV. Now we were just getting ready to head off to our preview event for Skylanders 4 and I was checking through the comments on our last video and I'd said let's pool our knowledge, perhaps we can guess what the next Skylander game will be called, and it seems through some intelligent guessing, some sleuth work online, that most of you think is going to be Skylanders Trap Team, or perhaps Skylanders Team Trap, with some listings on Amazon from different territories that have essentially leaked that name. Those listings have been taken down, which again potentially confirms that they're more accurate, because if they weren't accurate maybe they would have been left up. So Skylanders Trap Team could be the name we're looking at for this next Skylanders release. But actually, I think I smell something of a rat here. Now, Skylanders and Activision have been renowned for trying to throw off fans and the press off the scent of what the official name is. Now, when Skylanders Giants launched, they registered a whole range of different spoof URLs. I remember Skylanders Patriots, Skylanders Giants, of course, and some other ones there, to fool the internet, basically, of what the actual game is called. Now, I don't think it would be outside the realms of possibility for Activision to have got together with Amazon and potentially some other partners and say, could you put up this product temporarily as part of our launch activity that we would then all go crazy about and get excited about Skylanders Trap Team or Team Trap and set the internet rumour mill aflame, when actually the real game is waiting in the wings to be released at this launch coming up later this year. In addition to some of that, sort of those doubts, the fact that there's not a clear evidence that Skylanders and Activision have registered URLs for this Skylanders Trap Team. There are some URLs being registered by third-party companies, but it looks like the water's relatively muddy in that area, with the trapteam.com being associated with Fox. So it's hard to tell if this is true or false, but for me it feels like this is part of the marketing hijinks as we come up to the actual official announcement tomorrow and the day after in the US. We'll have to wait and see. Having a look at what the details we've got here, some interesting things to say. Firstly, a full range of different platforms supported. Potentially a bit of surprise that the Wii is still there. Some would imagine that maybe they would move on from that, but I think that again would fit with the next Skylanders game and how they would want to pitch it, because the Wii has always been a strong platform for Skylanders, with Beanox doing the Wii version of Skylanders Swap Force. So I think it would be a mistake for them to move on from supporting the Wii, and I know lots of our families and lots of our family viewers still have a Wii as their main console. I'll be interested to hear, what do you play Skylanders Swap Force on? Are you still on the Wii or have you moved on? Equally, some of you have been doing some additional work online to see if Skylanders Trap Team is the official name, and it seems like the URL Skylanders Trap Team has been registered, not by Activision but by a third party, and that seems to be the pattern of these things. I mean, what's happened previous years is that there's been a whole slew of different URLs registered to essentially put people off the scent of what is the right one, but here, with the information leaked on Amazon and with the Skylanders Trap Team URL being registered, it feels like that this is at least a piece of the puzzle. Now, but the question is that the whole story? Is the Skylanders game called Trap Team, or perhaps there's one element? I like the idea that the innovation this year is you have different teams of Skylanders fighting against each other, potentially some on the side of Chaos and some on the side of the Skylanders themselves, and perhaps the Trap Team is one of those teams that will be released as a starter pack, but there will be other teams as well. Now, there's been some talk of Ranger Team, which I think is more of a translation issue, but that's certainly brought to mind the fact that potentially Trap Team's just one of the elements of the new Skylanders 4, and we'll see other teams, and potentially they could be released through the year. So Trap Team could be the first one that gets launched as the game is released in what looks like to be 10th of October, if those Amazon listings are to be believed. but there could be other teams launched through the year, like we're used to in that sort of sequential release of figures and packs. But I wanted to get my kids' reaction to Skylanders Trap Team, because often a lot of the ideas and a lot of the angles that I get come from them and seeing how they play with the game, because they're the sort of real experts in our family in Skylanders. So I sat down with them and for the first time told them what the new Skylanders game would be. So I wanted to get your reaction to the new Skylanders game, because online there's been a listing on Amazon in another country that suggests what it's called. Okay, but I want to hear what you think, because you guys are the ones who'll be playing it.
And go away and look on our Amazon and just come back down and say it.
No, because you can't, because it's been taken down, because it's a super secret. Because tomorrow we're going to go and see it at the press day, but until then,
all of us.
You can see it. No, it's just me. But I'll come back with the film and you can see it. Okay. So listen, are you ready?
Yes. Yeah.
So we think the new game is going to be called Skylanders.
Key!
No. Listen. Skylanders Trap Team.
Oh! That doesn't sound good. So you trap the baddies and you trap your own guys instead of the baddies. You're like, I'm meant to be a kid.
Yeah, so perhaps it could be a good goodies and baddies. You could go different teams.
Yeah, like the goodies would turn into baddies and baddies would turn into goodies.
Mm-hmm. I was thinking perhaps you have different teams. Perhaps it's like Trap Team, Ranger Team,
Lightning Team,
Stealth Elf Team,
Cheese Team.
Cheese Team. What do you think? So what else? Do you need to think? How do you think the trapping might work?
Lightning or Cheese. Oh, you could have like maybe every Skylander has like one weapon, like you can throw a fence over a guy or something, but they don't die and they can get out of it in a certain amount of time. And you have to hit the fence to kill them.
Yeah, like that, because it's not about killing but about trapping.
Yeah, trapping.
That's quite cool. I can see Ellen was thinking then. What were you thinking while Tom was talking?
I was just thinking that in Scooby-Doo, Fred Jones, I think he'd like Skylanders swap trap, wouldn't he?
Trap Team.
He does
because he's traps ghosts.
He loves traps.
Traps ghosts.
And what do you think, Ollie? What do you think about Trap Team? What do you think it'd be like?
The other team cut the rope on one of them, and then the trap falls down on one of the person, but you have to dodge them.
Oh, that's cool. So you're actually setting traps. There's a game called Spy vs Spy that was like that when I was little.
Okay.
So any last thoughts about Skylanders Trap Team? Do you think it's a good name? So how does it compare? Which is your favourite Skylanders so far? Giants, Spyro's Adventure, or Swap Force?
Swap Force.
Ellen?
Giants, because I really like Ninja.
Oh yeah.
Ninja.
Yeah. And so how do you think Trap Team, if that's what it's called, or how do you think, Ollie, Trap Team, if that's what it's called, compares to Giants, Spyro's Adventure, and Swap Force? Does Trap Team sound like a good name? Do you think that's the actual name?
I think I might like all the games. Spyro is basically the leader of all the Skylanders, because he was the first made.
Yeah, so that was the original one.
Maybe in what's it called?
Trap Team.
Trap Team. Some of the Skylanders that have been going through from Skylanders Spyro's Adventure until Swap Force, or maybe just to Giant, might be coming out. Like Spyro, he might go out and a new one might come in.
Just some new characters?
Yeah, or maybe all of them might be new, or they might have some from the other games and a few new ones.
Super. Okay, thanks for your response video to Skylanders Trap Team. We'll find out tomorrow if it was the actual name when they do the actual press day in the UK, and then the day after on Wednesday in the US. So all the information will be out soon. So it'll be interesting to see if that's the case.
Well, I need to get on with my breakfast.
Okay. Bye.
Bye. Bye. Watch Doctor Who.
So there you go. That's our expert view from the kids and from me on Skylanders Trap Team, on whether that is the next Skylanders game we're going to be seeing. We're going to finish packing up our kit, getting our camera, our mic and our lights in our bags and heading off to London for this event where we'll actually get the official word on what is coming next for Skylanders. And I'm sure there'll be more to this than we know already. I'm sure we're probably missing a large chunk of the information, and also I'm hoping to get hands-on with some of these new figures and seeing what the new novelty will be. And we'll be bringing you that just as soon as we can. Obviously we're seeing this a day early in the UK. As soon as we're allowed to publish information, to get a video up on those new games, we'll be doing that, and we'll be keeping our eyes peeled for the event the day later in the US in New York, to see what additional information comes to light then. But for now, keep it tuned to Family Gamer TV.